My story begins in 1968. I was 20, confident and ready for the world. Britain felt transformed, colourful, noisy and full of promise. Nothing like the grey, rationed world my parents described. Their lives were about hardship and duty. Mine was about opportunity. The old class barriers were crumbling. You could hear it in the music, see it on TV and feel it in the air. Fashions were bold, optimism was everywhere, and my parents watched it all with gentle confusion. For them, stability was the goal. For me, it was just the beginning. I stood on the shoulders of their hard work, able to dream bigger. The Britain of my youth was a land of opportunity. My friends and I talked about careers, not just jobs, about cars, holidays abroad, and futures that felt within reach. The post-war consensus had built a safety net and a belief in progress. We were the children of the welfare state, the first to take free healthcare for granted. We felt secure, and that security let us dream. My father, a factory worker, was proud of his steady life, but I saw a wider horizon. The country had changed, and so had our ambitions. We believed anything was possible. The energy of the era was infectious. We were ready to make the most of it. The biggest difference between my father's world and mine was the number of open doors. For his generation, your path was set early, school, then a trade or factory job. For me, choices felt endless. The government invested in education, making university possible for working-class kids like me. I chose an engineering apprenticeship, practical, secure and respected. The company paid for my training and offered a job for life. My friends found similar paths: university, apprenticeships, stable jobs. Work was plentiful. If you didn't like one job, you could find another. Companies competed for skilled workers, offering good pay and benefits. My father stayed at his job out of necessity. I could stay out of choice. We felt valued, our skills powering the country's prosperity. The old industries were strong, but new opportunities were emerging. Social mobility was real. A boy from a council house could become a manager. Your future was shaped by ambition, not birth. For my generation, that promise felt thrillingly real. We believed we could climb as high as we dared. In 1972, I married Susan. We both had good jobs and wanted a place of our own. For our parents, home ownership was a distant dream. They spent their lives in rented council houses. We found a 3-bedroom semi on a new estate, perfect for our future. The bank manager welcomed us. Our steady jobs made us a safe bet. Our deposit was modest and the mortgage was affordable. My salary alone was more than 3 times the price of the house. I'll never forget turning the key for the first time. It was ours. We could paint, plant, and make it truly our home. It was more than property. It was the foundation of our family and future. Our parents visited, proud and happy for us. We weren't unique. Friends were doing the same. New housing estates sprang up everywhere. Owning a home became central to the British dream, a stake in society, a sense of security. It felt like a right, not a privilege. Hard work and saving paid off. We were the home-owning generation. Our lives were defined by progress. We believed we'd built something lasting. The dream felt real and within reach. With secure jobs and our own home, life became comfortable. We had disposable income, something new for us. We bought our first car, a shiny Ford Cortina, and gained a freedom our parents never had. Weekends meant countryside drives or visiting relatives. Holidays changed too. My parents loved Blackpool. We dreamed of Spain. In 1975, we took our first package holiday abroad. Sun, new food, adventure. Our home filled with gadgets, colour TV, washing machine, telephone. Each purchase felt like a step forward. We weren't just surviving, we were thriving. Comfort, not wealth, defined our prosperity. We didn't worry about bills. We enjoyed life's small luxuries. Each year brought a little more: pay rises, new furniture, bigger holidays. We were living the dream promised to us. Our standard of living was extraordinary by any measure. We were a normal family, but our lives were transformed. Life was good, but by the mid-1970s, small signs of change appeared. News of economic troubles, inflation and strikes began to surface. At first it felt distant. My job was safe, my wages rising. But house prices started climbing faster than wages. New families paid double what we had for the same homes. I saw it as a good investment, not a warning sign. National unity began to fray. Strikes, power cuts, and workplace tensions grew. Management talked about efficiency and competition. The promise of a job for life felt less certain. Still, we focused on our own lives, raising children, paying the mortgage. We thought these were temporary problems. Our experience taught us that life always improved. We couldn't imagine a future with fewer opportunities for our children. The changes were subtle, but the foundations were shifting. By the late 1970s, Susan and I were settled. 2 children, a comfortable home, and simple pleasures. We had climbed the ladder, moving from working class to middle class. Our parents marveled at our colour TV, foreign holidays and modern kitchen. For us it felt normal, hard work rewarded by a better life. We believed in the system. It had delivered for us. We wanted the same for our children and assumed they'd have it. We encouraged them to study, believing they could be anything. Their future seemed a continuation of our own journey. We didn't see rising house prices as a barrier, or our secure jobs as products of a unique era. From our comfortable position, we missed the bigger picture. The ladder felt sturdy beneath us, but it was changing. We were content, unaware of the profound shifts underway. The world we knew was already fading. Today, in 2025, I look back on the late 60s and 70s as a golden age. It wasn't perfect, but optimism and progress felt real. My generation was lucky, born at the right time, benefiting from growth and solidarity. We were a bridge between post-war austerity and a more uncertain future. My children have good lives, but their journey has been harder. Student debt, insecure jobs, unaffordable homes, the things we took for granted. A job for life, an affordable home are now rare. The ladder I climbed is gone for many. For some, it feels like there's no ladder at all. The system that worked for us quietly stopped working for those who came after. Security was replaced by anxiety, opportunity by scarcity. The change was gradual, almost invisible as it happened. We didn't see it, we were busy enjoying our good fortune. I feel gratitude for my life, but sorrow for the generations that followed. We thought we were building a stronger platform for our children, but the foundations cracked. The world of open doors and endless possibilities now feels like a distant memory. My story is a reflection on a different Britain, one that once believed in a better future for all.